My people, welcome back. We don't carry Ogbonge message come your area this moment. The story where we carry come this time has been on Agba Major, the spokesperson of Kwankwaso of Kano. Kwankwaso have said, why I refuse to congratulate Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the just concluded presidential election. This is coming right from the desk of Major Abo. The new Nigerian People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Rabiu Kwankwaso has, through Abo Major, revealed why he did not congratulate the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Kwankwaso in a statement released through the party spokesperson, Abo Major, said he did not congratulate Tinubu because the presidential election was grossly flawed and disputed. My very own people, it has been that according to Abo, the major spokesperson to Kwankwaso, he said that the clear mandate of the former governor of Lagos State is questionable. That is why he refused to congratulate Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Kwankwaso said the new Nigerian People's Party presidential candidate, Engineer Rabiu Kwankwaso, did not congratulate the All Progressive Congress APC as Waju Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the grossly flawed, continuous and disputed presidential election. The report has it that Engineer Kwankwaso congratulated Tinubu as a figment of the imagination of the anti-democratic political hirings and the fifth columnist, leveraging on the popularity of the people's presidential flag bearer. NNPP rejects the outcome of the February 25, 2023 presidential election as it did not reflect the true will of the people and wish mandate of the Nigerians who troop out to vote out their disappointment by the failure of INEC to conduct the credible and transparent election and feel it promised to upload the polling unit result to its portal, which would have congratulated the authorities of the result and the declaration of the winner of the presidential election. My fellow Nigerians, it is so sadly that the presidential poll turned out to be a charade as it failed to meet the expectation of Nigerians and the international community. NNPP, meanwhile, was a target of these electoral robbers who want the status quo to remain in place of the new and the better Nigeria the party promised if voted in office. It has been that it is unthinkable that Engineer Kwankwaso would hesitantly congratulate Waju Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his questionable mandate, which other candidates also claimed they won and had approached the court to seek redress. All lovers of democracy, due process, and rule of law will definitely wait for the determination of the election politicians in courts. Until the court decide whom, one way or the other, it will be preposterous, for the NNPP, which was rigged out in most of these strongholds across the country to concede the defeat and congratulate INEC's imposed winner. On today's, the mood of the nation since the electoral body mischievously declared Tinubu the winner of the election clearly shows that it was just a boast, definitely and absolutely unacceptable to the majority of Nigerians who desire and deserve a new Nigeria, which only the NNPP can usher in. On March 11th, it is another date with destiny as Nigeria go to the polls to choose their governors and state legislators. It is yet another opportunity to vote for NNPP candidate for a better, greater, and prosperous Nigeria. Join us to make it happen and experience a better life. Okay, that is coming right from the desk of Kwankwaso via Abo Major, the spokesperson to the former governor of Kano State, Rabiu Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso have said it why I didn't recognize or congratulate Tinubu. My fellow Nigerians, what is your take on this matter? Meanwhile, my people, Peter Obi's lawyer asked a tribunal to stop commission from configuring beavers. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has argued the Presidential Election Tribunal sitting at the Court of Appeal, Abuja, not to allow the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to tamper with the election materials, saying it is evidence will be compared with. Obi's lawyer, Onyechi Igbezuo San, sought an order allowing his counsel to carry out digital forensic and physical inspection of the bimodal voter accreditation system devices to prove that the just concluded poll was rigged. He also urged, saying before the court that the information in the beavers represent the real polling unit's result, and he also needed a certificate turned to copy to elections result for verification purposes. He said his prayer should be granted to ensure that the evidence is preserved and not tampered with, arguing that the information in the INEC back end server can be changed. But INEC's lawyer, beg your pardon, T. Inuwa San, urged the court to dismiss the application. He urged that granting the application will cause us a serious delay in conducting the forthcoming elections. There are about 1,760,000 polling units across the nation, and which we need to reconfigure each beaver's device. My fellow Nigerians, no information will be lost by reason of transferring beavers to our back-end server. Okay, that is coming right from Inuwo, as he mentioned. After hearing their argument, the court fixed Wednesday for ruling. Okay, it has been that in another suit before the court, Emeka Itaba San, lawyer to the People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential election candidate, of course, Atiku Abubakar, urged the tribunal to allow him to inspect INEC materials, but INEC protested against it like it did in Peter's case. Ataba insisted that the court should not grant INEC's request until the PDP's technologists prove before the court whether data in the beavers can be removed. The court, led by Justice J.S. Ikeja, adjourned the case till Wednesday. Alright, my fellow Nigerians, we are just bringing you update, of course, of which I know you know that if anything wrong, it is from your house and family, because once you rectify it, be sure that it will definitely be corrected in Nigeria's system. God taught this judge heart to do the needful. We need the good governance for all Nigerians, and we say, Lord, please help us. We have chosen to smell like a vulture. If anything wrong, it is from our various houses, because once you rectify it, be sure that it will also be corrected in Nigeria's system. Okay, my fellow Nigerians, God of mercy, save us. Let the transparency and the truth reign. Let every hidden things be exposed. Please, God, forgive our sins and show us mercy. Let a person who fears God become the president. Let rigging not be voided. Okay, my fellow Nigerians, let me have your take on this matter, because as it ends now, suspend other election. Let the fate of the presidential election be determined first. And it should not be allowed to tamper with any material. It cannot be trusted. Okay, what is your take on this matter? Remember to subscribe and then to share so we get more update coming right from this channel. Thank you and God bless.